So, Green Book is now in theaters, right in time for Thanksgiving, and it stars Viggo Mortensen, who plays an Italian, or as they would like to say, an Italian, and then Marsala Ali, who plays a musician who is African American, and as these two travel across the United States, as you know, obviously Marsala Ali's on tour, and Viggo Mortensen is the driver, trying to protect him, whilst at the same time getting him to his destination. This is a film that easily could just be looked at as a ripoff of Driving Miss Daisy, but it's based on a true story. And, you know, this is a film that easily, when you watch the trailer, you're like, I don't know how this would work. You know, not that, like, you know, the character-wise, but just, like, as a film in the 21st century in 2018. But I have to say, this film was actually good. Like, holy cow, this was quite entertaining. And very funny. Viggo Mortensen was great. Marsala Ali shows that he is continuously a very hardworking, fantastic actor. Loved him in Moonlight. Love him in House of Cards. Such a great actor. And he's great in this too. And I liked the juxtaposition between these two characters as they go on this journey. And not only just like learning who they are as characters, but also just finding out that they might be opposites of each other, but they can still get along. And I liked that message of the film, that just because there are differences in people doesn't mean you can't get along and try and get to know one another, whilst at the same time building a friendship that lasts a long time. I really like this film. The acting is great. The character development is top notch. I liked the color palette of this film. It was a green hue to it, which, you know, was kind of cool about, you know, the Green Book. Green Book itself, I did not know what Green Book meant, and I'm not going to explain what Green Book is, because this film, for me, taught me what a Green Book was. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a fancy, like, word that, you know, maybe one of the characters used at one point. I did not know it was a legit thing. And so to learn about Green Book, I was like, wow, I learned a history lesson. Especially in a film that, like, you could easily see as a buddy comedy, but its messages, whilst I will say this film is shallow with its messages, it still does a good job of portraying, like, you know, what it is with just the acceptance of people with, you know, these two characters, but also how differences don't necessarily have to divide people. And I know I mentioned that earlier, but it's still a good message. It just, it's not deep, you know, and I'm going to say that right now. It's not a deep film. I'll get to that in the negatives, but this is a film that if you are looking for a thoroughly entertaining film with great acting, great character development, really good cinematography, and just attention to details with the costume design and big laughs, I think you'll really like this film. It's not perfect, as I mentioned. I do think that the messages are kind of shallow, which kind of works because it is a comedy, fourth and right. But at the same time, I will say this. I wish that it wasn't as shallow with it. I do wish that it kind of hit more home with the messages. But you can't have your cake and eat it sometimes. And I think that this film does work for the most part. I think that if you want a feel-good film, and I never thought I would say this, a feel-good film about race, class, and the acceptance of people, I think you'll really like this film. It's definitely a film that I can see a lot of people liking. If you don't like it, I mean, I can also understand that. But again, for me personally, Green Book was a surprise. I liked it. I think it will definitely receive some Oscar nominations. And yeah, it's definitely a film I would recommend. So Green Book for me, I'll be giving it a 4.25 out of 5-star rating. Or if there's like a good old hot sauce rating, it's the good old Louisiana Crystal Hot Sauce. This is a good film, and I have to say, I was surprised with Viggo Mortensen. His, I want to call it method acting with gaining like 50 pounds of weight, and just his ability to bring such funny lines, really good. Green Book, simple review from me, but at the same time, it's a simple film, and it's a film that can easily be digestible, and that's good. Also, side note, it's great to see one of the Farrelly brothers being able to direct a movie that, you know, is not just a dumb comedy, like Dumb and Dumber. So that was nice too. But Green Book, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Feel in between? How many Oscars do you think it will get? Let me know your thoughts in this comment section down below. Also, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.